Welcome. This is going to be a fun video today. I have not made a video in a long time. Now listen, I also have to whisper because it is late at night and everybody in my home is asleep. And for those that aren't asleep, I don't want them to hear me because that's awkward. So we're whispering, and I apologize if you hate whispering, but this is what we got to do. Now it has been a long time since I've made a video on this platform specifically. I also don't make very many TikToks anymore, especially if you follow me, you'll know that. I thought I woke somebody up, but I didn't. Anyway, this video, I've been wanting to do this for such a long time. We're going to be reorganizing my library. This is my library. If you couldn't tell, there's a lot of books in it. My shelves are quickly filling up. These two really big shelves are my shelves for all of the books I have actually finished. This is my TBR shelf, and this is my DNF/donate shelf over here in the corner. This is an empty shelf. And that's my cat. You can't see him. Anyway, I've been jonesing to reorganize my bookshelves. I've been waiting for them to be more full just so it's more satisfying to do so. But I just can't wait anymore. I finally am down to my last shelf. This one over here is my only empty shelf on these two big ones. Today we're going to see if we can fill it up a little bit more just by rearranging. So we're going to start by taking all of the decorations off of the shelves. We'll do a quick little time lapse of all of that. And then I'm going to take all of the books off the shelves and completely start over. Because not only do these shelves need to be cleaned, it's been a while since they've been dusted, but it's just easier for me to take everything off and just restart. Because a lot of the series, fantasy books are not near fantasy books, romance books are near romance books, and authors are not together, and I need to fix that. It's been driving me nuts. So we're going to do that today. And I hope I don't get too tired because it is very late at night. And I already worked a full day at work today. Let's start by doing a quick time lapse of taking all of the decorations off the shelves, and then we're going to put them in a box down there and hope that isn't where I stop and I lose motivation for everything that I want to do tonight. I want to get this done tonight, even though it's late. And this usually takes me 3 hours to decide what I'm doing. But this time I have a goal in mind. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm looking for. And we're just going to do it. Let's start. I'm going to put on something to watch on YouTube, probably some BookTube. And let's just get into it. Let's just do it. Let's get this done. I am so excited. I love making videos. Anyway, let's go. All the decorations off, and already it looks so empty. It looks so weird. I did that spring, that was a spring inspired decoration. I have done decorated my shelves based on holidays. I did Christmas, I did Halloween. I feel there's something else I did, but this is by far my favorite way I've ever decorated it, with this spring aesthetic. So I'm definitely going to be putting those back on and probably keeping it like that for the rest of my days, because I love it so much. Just something about books and plants together is so magical. It literally feels so much more enchanted when it's overgrown. You know what it feels like? It literally feels like the bookshelf is in a tree, and there's nothing better than that. Okay, but so now that the decorations are off, we're gonna be fully stripping these shelves. And somebody just walked by because I was being too loud. So now we really have to whisper. Basically, I'm going to take the books down. I'm going to organize them on the floor. I'm going to get them organized by fantasy, romantasy, dark romance, author, whatever. I need everything to be together because right now nothing is together. And then I'm going to vacuum these shelves and clean them because they need it badly. We'll put everything back on. We're going to figure out how we want everything to go back on. And I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and do that. We're also just going to do a quick, speedy time lapse. And there's so many books. I hate this part. fantasy books go in fantasy or do they go in horror? I never know. Like, obviously, I guess it's genre of its own, but, oh, and like, is Twilight, like, would Twilight go in the romance section or does it go in the fantasy section? Wrong answer. It goes in the classic section. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep taking everything down and organizing it, and I guess where books end up is where they end up. I don't know what to do. Proving to be very difficult. I have no idea what I'm doing. I guess mostly right now I'm organizing by authors. I'm making sure all the authors are together, and then I think I'm gonna do genres, and I'm gonna start like placing them on the shelves based on like romantasy, dark romance, fantasy, then like just in stacks like this, and just try to kind of get like where I want them on the shelves. I think that'll be the easiest because right now this is just chaotic. There's so much more to go. I'm just lost already. I don't know why I ever do this. I think my goal, I want like fantasy, romance, fantasy. Okay, scratch that. I don't know what I want. Like romance all across the top? No. Like romance, dark romance? No, because I don't have that much dark romance. I don't know what I'm doing. What if I did like, I have quite a bit of romance books. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll just keep organizing them, and then like I said, I'm going to put them in stacks on the shelves just so I can kind of visualize what each shelf is going to be. I think that's just going to be the easiest thing, so we're just going to have to go with that. Let's just do that because I want to quit already. I want to cry. Officially, every book I own and that was on these shelves is on the floor, and they're decently organized. So like romance, dark romance, Sarah J. Maas, that's just a section of its own. It's out of control. Fantasy, some more romance, some fantasy, some romance, some fantasy, and some romance. So there's that. Now, time to clean the shelves and set up the blueprint for how I want it to go. I guess we're just gonna trial and error it and figure it out as we go, and we'll kind of add in the decorations as we do. First, these things need to be clean. They are not clean. They're so gross. So let's do that. Please enjoy this hilarious montage of me just demolishing my form on cleaning these shelves. This has me dying. Why did I do that? Later, I took a break. I had a snack. My cat wanted to cuddle, and I have to be even quieter because more people are asleep. You are so special. But real quick, I organized a little bit more because my camera also died. So I have like the shelves planned out now for sure. Like, and I did a little bit of rearranging. So like these are what the shelves should be looking like by genre, and I'll do a bookshelf tour at the end of this when everything's done, probably tomorrow. Let's finish putting it's like home stretch. Like, we just got to put some of the rest of the books on these shelves and decorate, and then we are done. I hope you can even hear this. Anyway, let's just do it. You have anything to say, Percy? Nice. except for with the decorating. I'm exhausted. This took a long time, but not as long as I thought it would. But I'm going to go to bed, and we will finish this in the morning. I'll probably just decorate in the morning and then just reveal it because we'll be done, and then we'll do a book tour. Because I'm exhausted. And for some reason, all of these books were on these shelves already, but something about the way I decorated it this time, like, I can't get anything to fit how I had it. So, like, there's, like, more books all of a sudden. I don't understand. I don't know. Right? It's time for bed, and we're going to go to bed. And then we'll finish in the morning. She's done. So, it honestly doesn't look that much different than it did before I reorganized it, but at least all of the books are where they should be, and all the authors are together how I wanted them to be. So I'm satisfied. Obviously, it's still going to look the same. It's the same decorations, the same books and everything. She's done. I didn't add the little, like, moss bottoms I had because those made a mess, and I just felt like it was... Not only did they make a mess, it just looked messy, so I didn't add those again. We're going to go through just a quick bookshelf tour, each shelf, what they are, what's on them, and then that's pretty much it. So let's do that. So starting over here, this is all my TBR. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. These are just some miscellaneous books that, like, I didn't really know which genre they fit into, and so they just kind of got shoved over here because I don't really know what to consider them, and they didn't belong anywhere else because they're all standalone, so I moved them over to this big shelf. Up here is all of my, like, Percy Jackson universe books, which I cannot believe that there's enough to fill one of these whole shelves. Like, these shelves are, like, long. They're long. They're, you know, an arm and a body length of mine. And it took up a whole shelf. So next we have, like, I would say, like, middle school reading under Percy Jackson, because obviously. So, like, we have, like, Cassandra Clare, The Maze Runner, Hunger Games, Divergent, and then Samire, and then there's some, like, Little Woman and To Kill a Mockingbird there because I didn't know where else to fit them. Then moving down here, we have, like my romantasy shelf / witch shelf. So we have, like, Wayward, Heartless Hunter, Two Twisted Crowns, The Night and the Moth, Slewfoot, The Bear and the Nightingale, The Cruel Prince, Stephanie Garber, and then, like, Song of Achilles and Circe, because once again, I didn't know where else to put them. Then moving down, we have, like, what I call, like, the book talk book section. So this just has, like, all these fantasy books: Powerless, Six of Crows, Shatter Me, Carissa Broadbent, and then some, like, standalones, like Divine Rivals, Fourth Wing, Once Upon a Frosted Star. Nobody probably knows what that is. Here we have some romance. So there's Twilight, like, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. There's some Emily Henry, some Allie Hazelwood, Christina Lauren, Abby Jimenez. All that's down there. And then down at the very bottom, this is just, like, what I would consider, like, dark / serious fantasy, I guess. So we have, like, Vin Kennedy, From Ash and Blood, The Zodiac Academy, On the Bottom Where It Belongs, Brandon Sanderson, Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and then her other series, Vicious and Vengeful. Loved those books. Then there's, like, 3 Christmas books down here that I had no idea where to put them, so they got stuck down at the bottom and they're hidden. My little fireplace. This is the entire Wings of Fire series that I read in middle school with my little Jellycat dragon. If you did not read this series in middle school, what were you doing? Because this turned me into who I am today. And I am proudly going to continue displaying it on my fireplace because that is where it belongs, because it is the best series in the world. This shelf is ridiculous because 3 of these, oh my gosh, I'm going to say this out loud, are all just Sarah J. Maas books. Now listen, the reason I have so many is, like, this series, I thought I was going to bookbind it. This hardcover of Throne of Glass, I thought I was going to paint it. And I think I forgot who I was, because I could do both of those things. Like, I could. I have the talent for it. I don't have the energy, so I'm never going to do it. So eventually these are going to be donated. Down here is, like, sports romance, Boys of Tommen series, and then Lucy's Score, The Things We Never Got Over. I don't know, the Knock 'Em Out series. That's what that one's called. And I just hid that down there because I don't really like that series. Then moving down to the last one, this is like young adult, like mystery. So like Naturals and then the Inheritance games, that's down there. Then we have a little bit of like thrillers, mysteries, standalone books kind of mixed in there. And then we get into like the dark romance. Those are, I don't know if they're considered dark romance, but they're not romance and they're not good. So they got shoved down here at the bottom. And this was fun and satisfying, and now I'm done. And now it's clean, and I have one shelf left that I have to fill, and then I'm gonna have to get more shelves. Thank you for watching. I had fun. This was a ton of fun. I'm gonna continue trying to make more videos. I always say this and I never do, but now I'm really gonna try. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. See you on the flip side. Love you.